Covering news where you live. This is 5 News.
Well, thank you for joining us here today for the latest news where you live. I'm Joe Ellison. Before we get to that, let's get a check of today's weather with meteorologist Zach Scott. Hey, Zach.
Hey, Joe. Tracking some light showers pushing across the area. Areas across the river valley have the better chance to see those scattered light to moderate showers through the first half of the day. Now, by the time we get into the afternoon, shower activity is shifting off towards the east. Could have a few lingering sprinkles, especially near Clarksville, Boonville, Waldron. But overall, we're going to start to clear out. We have not had some sunny weather in a handful of days. We're going to get a lot of sunshine. We could get a little bit of some late day sun. We'll continue to clear out as we go through the evening and overnight. And that'll set us up for a cold start to the day tomorrow. We're going to have a lot of sunshine for the next few days, but we've got a colder air mass that's coming in. We're tracking a cold front through the first half of the day pushing in. Temperatures today, chilly with temperatures in the 40s to near 50 degrees. You factor in a west wind coming in, and it's going to feel a little bit colder, some 30s to 40s for wind chills out there today. Again, it's mostly cloudy skies to start the day. We start to break up those clouds as we get into the afternoon, 50% chance of showers through your AM hours. Clearing out overnight, dropping into the 20s and 30s. Chilly start as we get into your Thursday. So we're tracking one push of cold air that's coming in Thursday, Friday, Saturday, setting us up for a chilly wrap-up of the work week into the weekend. Little bit of a warm-up tries to get us a Sunday, Monday, and then look at that. Some much colder air coming in, a true Arctic blast setting up as we get into the middle to later part of next week, heading into Christmas. We'll continue to track that forecast in the coming days.
All right, thanks so much, Zach. All right, now an update to a story we've been following this week. The City of Fort Smith Board of Directors met to vote on a pair of salary increases. 5 News reporter Ian Taylor was there and has this update.
There was no public comment during the discussion to increase the mayoral yearly salary to $30,000 or to increase the salary and vehicle allowance for board members. The vote was unanimous in favor of increasing the salary of the Fort Smith mayor from $10,000 to $30,000 yearly, the first increase since 1998. Board members voiced their appreciation of the work Mayor George McGill has done for Fort Smith and hope future mayors will follow his standards. However, when the matter turned towards increasing the yearly pay of board members, which has been set at $1,000 since the board's inception 55 years ago, it was met with some disagreement.
I am opposed to this. I remain opposed to this. The citizens hired me at $1,000 a year salary. That is the salary I'm going to draw for the last 2 years of this term. So I'll be donating the balance, about $567 each month of that increase, to a different charity.
Vice Mayor Rigo put forward a motion to table the increase indefinitely, but it was denied. He then motioned for the pay to come out of the general fund. That motion passed in favor 5-2, the same for the vote to approve.
I felt that it was, after 55 years, it's time that, you know, we should be compensated. This will attract more people to run for office, maybe even create a diverse board, minorities, whatever. I think this is a great opportunity for everybody.
With the approval of both ordinances, both the mayor increase and the increase in salary and vehicle allowance for board members will go into effect January 1st. In Fort Smith, covering news where you live, Ian Taylor, 5 News.
Well, a mother and father in Rogers have pleaded not guilty in the death of their 2-month-old baby. Investigators say the baby died while they were co-sleeping. Benton County Prosecutor Nathan Smith says Emily and Vincent Haynes pleaded not guilty to manslaughter and endangering the welfare of a minor. Both are being held at the Benton County Jail on a $100,000 bond. Both parents are expected to have a bond hearing on Thursday. If convicted of both charges, each could face up to 16 years in prison. And long waits at the area urgent cares. Many clinics across the area are seeing an uptick in patients as cold and flu cases continue to climb. Many clinics say they see peak times before and after school or work hours. Many clinic leaders also say they're adding staff where they can, but they're still dealing with an employee shortage. Clinics we spoke to say checking in online can save you a bit of time, but you need to be patient.
It's a rotating door right now. Day to day, it's different. Sometimes they may be able to get right in the morning. Other days, they're going to have a long line to get through check-in. There's not really a great time frame that somebody could go in. It just kind of depends how the flow is.
Well, doctors there ask patients to wear masks if they have respiratory symptoms and say they can't check in, then wait in their car. Meanwhile, the CDC reporting high flu activity in more than half the country, including Arkansas and Oklahoma, both considered very high right now. In last week's report from the Arkansas Department of Health, the number of flu-related deaths for this season rose to 45, including one child. Nearly 750 people have also been hospitalized with the flu in Arkansas this year. And taking a look at those COVID-19 cases in Arkansas, since the pandemic began, more than 975,000 cases have been reported. Active cases went up by 221 in the last day, while 7 more COVID-related deaths are reported. 263 currently in the hospital with the virus right now. And a new report lists Northwest Arkansas in the top 10 for real estate markets to watch in 2023. NWA is ranked number 4 by the National Association of Realtors. They predict 4.78 million existing homes will be sold next year. They ranked our area so high because of strong job growth, with many people moving in from out of state, and affordability compared to other parts of the country.
It'll bring some buyers back into our market. I think we'll continue to have a strong market, but a more stable market, and the fact that it'll be more level. We'll still have some price increases, but I think the bidding wars are pretty much over.
The Northwest Arkansas Board of Realtors thinks our demand is still slightly higher than our supply, but thinks builders are starting to catch up. They also expect interest rates to go down slightly over the next year. And the Alma Christmas Parade rescheduled after being canceled for a second time. The parade was scheduled to be on December 9th, but was pushed back. The mayor of Alma posted to Facebook saying the parade has now been scheduled for a third time. It will now be this Saturday night at 7 o'clock. Well, thank you for joining us here today for the latest news and weather where you live. I'm Jo Ellison. Catch up with us again tomorrow right here for more. Have a great day.